So this is solving equations for y day 2. All right, so it's the same stuff, okay, but one extra step or the problem just looks a little bit different. Okay, we're still going to get y by itself. So we're solving, draw your line. Okay, what's different about this problem?
An O.
An O, what? It's a 0. Okay, there's a 0 there. What else is different? Yes, okay, your regular numbers on the same side as your x and y. Okay, now we want to get y by itself, so I need to get everything away from y. So I'm going to start with finding my y. What is being added to y? Added or subtracted?
Negative.
So you've got negative 24 and negative 3x. You've got two things now that are being added or subtracted to the y. So that's where I'm going to start. It doesn't matter which one I move first. I can move the negative 3x first, or I can move the negative 24 first. It doesn't matter. I usually always do just the regular number first because that will make it look like a regular problem from one step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this negative 24 and move it to the other side. How do I move a negative 24? Add 24. Now, what happens to the negative 24 and 24? Cancels. Can I combine 0 and 24?
Yes.
Yeah, they're like terms. They're both just numbers. So then I'm going to bring everything else down. Okay, from here down, this is like the problem that we were just doing before lunch, okay? So find your y. Now we're going to move the x, okay? The negative 3x. How do I move a negative 3x? How do I move negative 3x? Add 3x. Negative 3x and positive 3x. Cancel. I'm left with 4y equals. Now, can I combine 24 and 3?
No.
No, because one has an x and one does not. So I need to write them side by side. Okay, now what? Huh? Now what? Okay, I've got the 4 and the y touching with no symbol. That means they're being multiplied, so I need to divide. And if I divide one thing by 4, I divide everything by 4. So y equals, what's 3 over 4? Can it be reduced?
No.
Can I put it as 0.75? No, it stays 3 over 4x. What about 24 over 4? Can that be reduced?
Yes.
To what?
2.
To 6.
Get out.
Okay.
Is it still going?
All right, focus. Yes. All right, back to number 2. Okay, any questions on 1? So it's really the same steps. Okay, it's the same type of problem. You're doing the same thing. The only thing different on this one was there was a 0 on this side to start. Okay, there was one extra step. We had to move that 24. Everything else was the same. Okay, number 2. We're going to solve for y, so draw. Yep, draw your line. All right, so I've got parentheses. That's where I'm going to start. How do I get rid of parentheses? Multiply by what?
By 3.
Good. I'm going to distribute. That's the word I'm looking for, is distribute. So I'm going to take 3 and I'm going to multiply it to the x. 3 times x is 3x. Good. And then I'm going to take that 3 and multiply it to the negative 8, which is negative 24. Can I do anything else with this parentheses? No. Are you writing with me? Levi? Are you writing with me? Okay. No, I cannot do anything else with the parentheses. Can I do anything on this side? Can I simplify it all? No, so bring it down. All right. Is y by itself?
No.
Yes.
No, it's not. What's over there with it? The minus 4, the negative 4. How do I move a minus 4?
Add 4.
Add 4. Now watch what I do here. Because this is a number, just a regular number, what is its like term? 3x or 24? Negative 24. So I'm going to do plus 4 under the negative 24 because they're like terms. I'll line them up. Did you write this? Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Cancel the 4's. Y equals 3x minus 20.
Why did we only do it with like Why did we only do it
Because when you're adding and subtracting, you can only do like terms. When you're multiplying and dividing, you can do it with anything. Okay? That's a great question, not me. I just teach it. Okay, number 3. Draw your line. What's different about number 3?
Division.
A fraction. Does that mean I'm going to do anything different?
No.
No. Okay, so where do I start? Parentheses, and what's that word I'm trying to get you to say? Distribute. Okay, so I'm going to distribute the negative 1/2. Negative 1/2 times x? Negative 1/2 x. Do I put it as 0.5? No. Okay, keep it as a fraction for now. What's negative 1/2 times a negative 8?
4, negative 4.
1/4?
No, positive 4.
Positive 4. Put it in your calculator if you're not good at fractions. Can I simplify on this side?
No.
Y plus 3. No, so I'm just going to bring it down. Is y by itself?
No.
No. What does it have with it?
3.
A positive 3. How do I get rid of this 3? Minus 3. And where do I write the minus 3 on the other side?
The 4.
Under the 4, because they're like terms.
Yeah, you do mine.
These cancel. I'm left with y equals negative 1/2 x. 4 minus 3 is 1. Do I change this to a negative 0.5?
No.
Nope. We're keeping fractions right now.
So basically, the reduce because they raised there, right?
You're right. It's already reduced, so we don't reduce it. Okay? Any questions?
No. Answers.
How are we feeling?
Pretty alright.
Pretty all right? Good.